Hi, I'm Shawnee, and I've thought of different ways to explain this to let people understand how I got to where I'm at, that I'm asking for assistance. So I'm going to try to tell you from the beginning and not tell you too much and bore you, but hit the key points. I accidentally found out that my dad was not my biological father. I did DNA through Ancestry. And I also discovered I had three sisters. Here's a curveball. They were formerly my three first cousins. That's complicated, I know. But my uncle by marriage was my biological father. Well, I made contact with my cousins slash sisters now. We were all excited and we were looking at it as a positive thing. We all gained, they gained a sister, I gained three. And we were making plans to get to see one another. I have not seen them since I was a child. I only got to see them twice in my entire life because they lived in Arizona, which we also found out was a direct result of me being born, but different story. And we started making plans. I'm not someone who has, money in the cookie jar that could just take off to Arizona. So I started planning a year in advance, and in the process of figuring out what I could do to raise some extra money, I heard about this thing called Healthy Wage, and I needed to lose weight for my health, and I thought, well, I'll do it this way. I placed a wager that I could lose 90 pounds in a year, and I had really good motivation because I wanted to go see my sisters, and I purchased a 2017 vehicle in June, so that I would have a reliable vehicle to make this trip in. So I was really planning ahead. I normally don't buy any kind of extended warranty and everything. It being a used car, I just sort of, like most, I take my chances. But this time I bought the extended warranty, wanted to make doubly sure that, I was dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's to get to go meet my sisters. So anyway, fast forward. And we're all looking forward to it. Everybody's excited and we're counting down the days. And my oldest of the three sisters got sick, like put in the hospital sick. And, lots of prayers. And she was able to get out right before Thanksgiving. And I talked to her on Thanksgiving Day. And she was telling me then, I can't do this. And I'm thinking she's just downhearted because she was really sick. And I was like, it's going to be okay. And I'm going to see you in June. And she was basically apologizing. She wasn't going to see me in June. And life comes at you hard. My oldest sister passed away in December. And her only child, my niece, passed away literally 10 days later on the same day as her mother's celebration of life. She had a pre-existing heart condition, and we really think it was just too much losing her mother. So we get back on track. Of course, my sisters are heartbroken, and, it was a shock. And so we're back on track. The trip's still on for June. I got tires for the vehicle, Black Friday special, and, I'm well on track with losing weight. Every time I even thought about breaking it, I was like, if you break this, you don't win your wager, you won't have the money, you can't make the trip. So I stuck to my guns. And in February, fate was still coming at us hard. My husband lost his sister to brain cancer, and she had just been diagnosed in October. So again, comes, you've got to roll with the punches, and we're back on track. We're still making the trip. And my car gets a miss in it. So I got that extended warranty, though. So I take it into the service department of the dealership that I bought it at. They keep it forever, 3 weeks. I pick it up, and literally in less than 24 hours, I'm roadside. It broke down. Took it in with the mist. It wasn't overheating, but now it's overheated and cracked the head. So I have to pay to have it towed back to them. They still have it. And I did win my wager. It took a year. I did take off 90 pounds, actually took off some additional. And I'm feeling great in that aspect. Needed to lose that weight anyway. And the winnings that was going to fund my trip now had to go toward paying for car repairs. And I still don't have my car. So now, as I mentioned earlier, wasn't sure whether to list this as emergency because I have to have a car to get back and forth to work, or as family, because ultimately I still can't bring myself to give up on meeting my sisters. So this is where I got to where I'm at now. Someone made a suggestion that I try GoFundMe. I've never done a GoFundMe, so I hope I'm not giving you too much information and boring you, but in light of what's taken place in the last year and all that's shifted and changing, I feel like if I don't get to take advantage of this opportunity to go and meet my sisters and my many nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews I've never met, that I may not get to meet them. I had a near call with the middle of the three sisters. She had a near-death experience, and none of us get a guarantee of tomorrow. My husband's sister was only 52. My niece was only 42. And I'm 57, and none of us get a promise of tomorrow. So hopefully you can help me. And if you can, I greatly appreciate it, and say thank you. And my sisters will say thank you. And not to mention, I have to have a vehicle just to get back and forth to work. So thank you.